by getting hit by the screen.
I got him.
Still
We good. Nope.
Good.
Nope. Let's go, Dez!
Oh.
Dizzy Kings! Alright, man. So basically what I'm making this video for y'all is I'm basically making this video for y'all to go from a 50% shooter to about a 70-80% shooter. I'm gonna be honest, everybody I've seen on this game shoots at least 50%. If you don't shoot 50%, I don't know, because this game is pretty easy to shoot on. But if you want to be like, dang, he's cheating, you know what I'm saying, then you need to watch this video. So I'll ask you if you like, comment, subscribe, but we ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get straight into it. So basically, for the first shooting tip, right, go to your settings, right, and what I want you to do in your settings is I want y'all to put on release timing. Now, I use release timing on my actual jump shot as well when I make my jump shot, but I also like to go to my settings and put release as well. I will talk about why I love release later, but every year I've used release and it actually helps so much, and I believe this year it makes it even better to put on release, right? But let's go to the next thing. Next thing we're going to talk about is the wired controller. Make sure your controller is wired. A lot of people like to play wireless controller because it's more comfortable. You can be farther away from the TV/monitor. Bro, it makes it so much easier to shoot with the wire. It's less delayed, less latency. And I use a Scuff, right? If you don't know what a Scuff is, it's a very expensive controller that's really nice. Shout out Scuff. That's a sponsor too, man. Love Scuff. But make sure you get a wire controller. You probably can get one from Target for like $80, maybe $90. Just go ahead and get you one. Now, third thing we're gonna talk about is Gatorade drills. Now, this is for the stamina, right? Because if you don't do your Gatorade drills, your stamina is going to be trash. Now, some of you may ask, why do I need stamina? I'm shooting the ball. Look, when your player is tired, you basically are going to miss every single time. So your goal is to have really high stamina. You know what I'm saying? Your goal is to have really high stamina. You want to be able to dribble as long as possible. Now, I don't know if I have dribblers on this video or if I have centers on this video. What I will say is you need to have them Gatorade drills. It'll give you an extra bar on your stamina bar. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is boost. Now, boost, you have to buy boost. Buy the shooting boost. You could buy dribbling boost as well to help you with the dribbling, but you always buy shooting boost. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't buy boost for park because it's so easy to shoot, but when you go into those other modes like Proving Grounds or Stage or Pro-Am, I highly suggest you buy shooting boost. You go and buy your 10-pack. Go and buy your 10-pack, my brother. Go and buy your 10-pack. It's not that hard, bro. If you don't have the bread, they just load up with no boosting. You know what I'm saying? It's for the people that can, you know, afford to get those boosts. Not calling you broke. If I'm talking to you right here. I'm not calling you broke. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is the badges, bro. The best badges to have, bro, is set shot as high as you can and shifty shooter as high as you can. Now, look, on this build that I'm showing right here, I only have set shot as high as I can because I didn't get my shooting specialist yet. But when I get shooting specialization, I will have it on both of them on legend. You know what I'm saying? Shifty shooter on legend, set shot specialist on legend. Wherever you can get the highest possible, get those two as high as possible. Those two badges are definitely the most important. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, what about limitless? Limitless is okay. It's not as important as the other two. You know what I'm saying? Because how often are you really going to shoot from limitless, right? So, yeah, go ahead and put set shot specialist as high as you can, and go ahead and put on that shifty shooter as high as you can. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is my jump shot. This is my jump shot right here. You know what I'm saying? For all the people that ask for my jump shot, this is the only jump shot I'm going to show, the one that I'm using, right? So, this one is Carmelo. Carmelo is pretty nice. I really do like Carmelo. But then it has 40% Baluba. Baluba should be in every single jump shot, regardless. I feel like it should be in every single jump shot. It has to be at least a 40% blend in every jump shot. That's all I'm going to say. But then 60% Sadiq Bey. It's pretty clean. The Sadiq Bey is always clean. Yeah, and this is basically the blend. I'm not gonna talk too much about this jump shot. Just make sure you try the jump shot. If you don't want to try the jump shot, you can try Ray Allen base, or you can try Quentin Grimes base, or you can try just a whole bunch of different bases. But this is what I use right here. Now, the next thing we'll talk about is hotspots. So basically, for hotspots, you can go to Lethal Shooter. It's called Lethal Shooter. You can find them on the map. It's near the Gatorade facility. And basically, you walk in there and you literally just beat Lethal Shooter on the 3 hotspots that you want the hotspots on, and then boom. But before you do your lethals, you have to get your hotspots in the Dunes course. You could probably look it up on YouTube because I don't know how to exactly explain it. But You can play park as well, but make sure you get your hotspots and then you go to lethal shooter and get your lethals. It's pretty easy. Now, after you do all those, you want to go to the my court and practice, right? You want to practice in the my court. You can put on the online latency. I don't really do that. I just practice in there just cause. You don't have to put on the online latency. Just get your shot right in there. That's what I like to do. Just me personally. That's what I like to do in there. But then you have the next thing. So what I will say is the reason why I use release is because it's easy to see the cue. The cue is really easy to see because all I do is watch the flick of the wrist, right? So I look at my player when I'm shooting the ball, and right before I flick my wrist to let go of the ball, I let go of square or X, whatever you shoot with, whatever PlayStation, Xbox, whatever you want to call it. Right before I shoot, I let go of square. Right before I flick my wrist, my bad, I will let go of the button every single time. It's pretty easy. Works with fades as well. You just got to get the time of it. That's all you got to do. You got to keep practicing the micro, like I said before. But the next thing, learn how to stick shoot. Button is still fine because I use the button. I don't really shoot with the stick. I really hate using the stick because I don't want anybody to think I'm cheating. But it's so good to the point where like you don't know who's cheating. You know what I'm saying? Because you can literally green every single shot with the stick. I'm not even joking, not even exaggerating. You know what I'm saying? You could literally fade with the stick. You can shoot a standing shot with the stick. As you master that stick, bro, you will be the best. You will be in such a big advantage. Like the advantage between you with that stick and a person that shoots a button is actually crazy. If a button had the chance to miss a shot, you know what I'm saying? I go 8 for 8 a lot, 7 for 7 a lot. But when you shoot that stick, you gonna go 8 for 8 a lot of times. A lot of times, bro. I can't even fathom how crazy it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's really crazy to use that stick, bro. So I'm gonna just tell you one more time. Go ahead and use that stick. Now learn how to fade is the next segment. Learn how to fade. So look, I have on D-Book fade. For everybody that asks my fade, what do you use? What do you use? I use D-Book fade. But a lot of people use Pro 2 fade. So you can look at both of those if you want. Like I said, practicing on my court, that's what I did. Now the different areas where you play, you might have to practice. Like if you play in stage, it's a different time in between park and stuff like that. So you might have to just go in the stage, play one-on-one and practice there. Cause you know, post scores aren't really that good in there. So you can just practice your fades in the stage 1v1 and get right. You know what I'm saying? You can get right with those. Or if it's, you know, whatever the case may be, rec, you can practice in there too. Now the last one is takeovers. Now takeovers, I love to put on D-Bomber. D-Bomber is the best takeover in the game by far, right? And what I would like to do on my takeover, when you get your custom takeover, put on that 3-pointer. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have custom takeovers yet, which I don't know if you do or not, but make sure you put on 3-pointer. Use a takeover that has 3-pointer on it. You know what I'm saying? That's detrimental. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have 3-pointer on that takeover. And that's it for the video, bro. I hope I'm helping y'all out with the shooting tips. I'm pretty sure I gave y'all everything I could. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all everything I could. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. We're not going to speak too much longer. Spam 101 out. Let's get it. Peace.